Actually, it was a matter of amazement, joy, and inspiration to witness a number of erudite intellectual giants shifting down from their higher thought wavelengths just to make it compatible with we students' level of perception. We, on behalf of the entire student community, sincerely convey our indebtedness to all of you. It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. And all these distinguished people have just exemplified it.
The last and final part of any program, vote of thanks, we invite with immense respect and love the ever enthusiastic Dr. V. Selvam to propose it. Sir, please.
And in the last 2 days, I have no words to express my gratitude to all of you, particularly the students community. Despite all your difficulties, you've been sitting, listening to us, whether you like it or not, but you have been with us. Uh, I have no suitable words to thank you for your enthusiastic participation in this seminar. Without your participation, it would have not been possible for us to have organized such a great, successful seminar. This is a great moment for the Institute, first of all. You know, I'll just go back a little, back in time a little. A couple of months ago, I was taking a walk on the beach with a colleague. That's when the government had just formed. And we were discussing about the challenges of the economy. Since I'm a student of economics, he's also a student of economics, we were discussing about many, many things. And we were also noticing the positive energy that and the signals that the newly formed government was sending. Then we decided that, we should organize a seminar of this sort involving eminent personalities and economists, and particularly, in Puducherry itself. And see if we can actually come out with some constructive things. I think we have succeeded in attempt. In fact, I wanted to take a feedback from all of you, but considering the paucity of time, we are cutting that short. Perhaps you could write to us. Our email ID is presented to you. And I would request all of you to feel free to write in any language that you are comfortable with and write to us. There may be many students or many participants, might, want to say something. Put everything on a piece of paper and send it to us. We will consider. We'll add that onto the overall recommendations of the seminar that we're going to forward to the government for the policy consideration. So that is one thing. So that respect, it's been a great moment, and I'm so happy that we could make it as a grand success. Secondly, personally, I feel proud of myself because out of 4 dignitaries, I wouldn't call myself as a dignitary, out of 4 personalities who were seated on the dais yesterday during the inaugural session, 3 were the products of Tagore Arts College. And today we have one more professor who's sitting with us, in the valedictory. So 4 of us were products of the same college. And I must say something about this college had a very glorious past. I really do not know what happened in the last 10, 15 years. When I was studying in the college, this is the college that actually set the tone for my academic and professional growth. I learned integrity, I learned discipline, I learned the subject, I learned friendship, and in fact, this is the college that laid the foundation for everything that I've been doing now. And this is the college that actually, how do I put it, helped me to develop overall personality. So from there, I went off to many places. Now I've come back to our own place to do what I can, to share whatever I've learned from my exposure from different places. But I must tell you here that, I was just telling Dr. Murali the other day in his chamber, 30 years back, this building was not here. And by the way, I grew up here, 2 kilometers radius of this place. Some 30 years back, I was just 12, 13 years old kid. I used to come here and play during summers and whenever we get time. Now, so we are organizing a seminar, in the place where the institute has come up. An institution of excellence for medical sciences. That's again because holding something in our own place is something I treat as a personal proud moment. And I must thank you all once again for making that moment, to be a realistic one. Many words are said, many words are talked about. So let me now formally take all the names. But forgive me if I miss out any name. Let me seek your apologies at the outset, because there are a lot of tensions, and I'm not in my own senses. I have not slept properly for the last 1 week. I have not even eaten properly. Only one meal I take every day, and I've been literally sleeping over this seminar. I've been thinking about it, and so I might miss some of your names. Forgive me for that. So, Chief Minister, I was very happy and excited when the Chief Minister of our state comes up and says that, look, we are open to your constructive recommendations. This is something that I value, because this is what we've been. What happened during the last time, because our institute was set up in 2014. At that time, the regime was different. So we try to approach the past regime and then try to tell them, look, there are certain problems our region is facing, and it's not too late for the government to intervene and set the economy on the right path of development. But unfortunately, our voices were not heard. You can't go beyond a point. We are all academicians. You can't directly fight with the political, powers, the powers that be. So therefore, we tried a little bit, but nothing was forthcoming. So we just kept fine. Let's wait for the regime change. So now, I'm so happy. I'm not taking any political stance here. I'm not siding with any political party. I may have my own political, ideological, leanings, but I'm not expressing that. Honestly, one has to accept the fact that the Chief Minister was kind. He was receptive. He was extremely open that he would consider our recommendations for the larger goal of larger welfare of our state. Therefore, in that context, I was telling, it is not that only the experts who present their views or the paper presented views would be considered. I request all of you, students, please, may I have your attention, please? Last bench, please. 5 minutes, I'll just wind it up, okay? I'm talking to you. I'm directly talking to you with great, enthusiasm that please write to us. Whatever the young generation's aspirations are completely different. So we would like to, record your aspirations and add that onto our recommendations, and we'll finally. I'm repeating this again. So your voice is going to be heard. Therefore, make it a point. Go home, write all your suggestions, and send it to us. So now, Manish Shankar Iyer, I must say a few things. He has been a great friend of us. In fact, to express my thanks. I just called him and told him, sir, this is what is happening. The government has changed now. We are very keen to do something. We notice that the government is very keen on accommodating young talent and looking for young talents. So this is the right time. We would require your help. He said, perfectly all right, sir. Just write a mail. Briefly, what you want to do. Immediately I shot a mail to him. Then he got in touch with the Chief Minister. Then our chairman spoke to him. Within a day, he fixed up everything. I said, get in touch with the Chief Minister. When I called, after 2 days, he came back, Chief Minister came back to Puducherry, and I called him so sharp. When I said, sir, this is Selvam calling. I know who you are. Meet me tomorrow in the office. So everything just fell in line. And then Manish Shankar Iyer said, Selvam, just go ahead. I've heard a lot about you from my colleague, my friend, Chairman Dr. George Matthew. So we are all very convinced that you are all committed, your team is committed. Therefore, go ahead. You have our full support. So with that support, we actually initiated the whole process. So therefore, I immensely thank Mr. Manish Shankar Iyer, and he was traveling continuously. Just before he reached Puducherry, that late night, he arrived from Kazakhstan. He didn't even sleep properly. Early morning, 4 o'clock, he got up, rushed to the airport, took the flight, landed up in Chennai at 9:15. So we received him at 9:30, went to the university, addressed the gathering. He rushed to the spot, sharp on time. And there's something discipline. Punctuality is what the other thing that I would stress. The previous day, if you go to if the chief minister promises he will never turn up, or he'll keep you waiting for years, days, and he'll never turn up at the end. But we have a team, three of them, were very punctual, short. They said, he's coming. He came. And that is something I always admire, so we all must cultivate that quality in us. So therefore, great thanks to our great friend, philosopher and guide, Mr. Manish Shankaraya, and Professor Ramdas. I was a student when I was doing my MA, Master of Science in Development Economics in Puducherry way back in 95 batch. He was the head of the department. He taught us directly. I was his direct student. And many may have different opinions about him, but irrespective of his political affiliations and all that, I still value him as a great teacher, a great guide. And he was the one who actually cultivated the sense of discipline in the university. Of course, we are disciplined, but he reiterated, he could just spot people. Okay, Selvam, one day I went late to this class. 2 minutes, he locked the door from inside. Then I was summoned to his chamber. Tomorrow, I'll see you 2 times. If you're coming late, I'm sorry, you'll not be in the department. I was very disappointed. I was in the NCC and all that. But Mr. Ramdas was so punctual. And yesterday, when I called him, he called me the day before. I said, Selvam, irrespective of who comes or not, we will start the function sharp at 4. I still carry that in me, and I'll never forget that lesson. So, not only that, he was a great teacher, he was a great friend, he was a great guide, and when I called him, he was so happy. He personally called me, Selvam, I'm so excited to know this initiative. Nobody did this in the past in our place. We've been talking about Puducherry development, but there is no concerted effort to bring people together and discuss openly, democratically, listen to each other, debate. Whether you may differ with each other, but there should be a platform for us to come together and discuss openly. Only then we'll be able to understand each other. We all isolate ourselves and then keep blaming. That blame game is something I think very negative that we need to come out. And I thank him immensely. What to do? I can't find better word. He is there in our hearts. Those who studied, those who studied under his guidance, we always, hold him in very high regards. Thank you. And I thank all the resource persons, particularly my friend, young, dynamic, person who came all the way from Delhi. Thanking him doesn't mean that I'm just not equally thanking you. I thank all the resource persons equally. And here is a guy, when I was working in CDS, I was on a special invitation in Center for Development Studies, Trivandrum. That's when he joined for his MA. And he finished his MA, he went back to Delhi, he took up job in Delhi University. And can you imagine, with MA, with his, he is teaching for MA students now. But now you have been in Puducherry, I don't know what's happening. I'll probably have a personal discussion with Dr. Rajan later on, but I don't know what's happening to the teachers here. The training that we had from Delhi school and JNU are completely different from the training that we are imparting to our students. Our students are not even able to grasp simple concepts. I think I would blame the teaching community, not everyone. Grossly, they are responsible. All the participants, I've already told you, you are our strength, and students, teachers, and everyone who came all the way, stayed with us for 2 days. Then specifically the college teachers and my own teachers who facilitate. Students, I'll not take much of your time. I know, I'm taking, I know. Thank you. That's a very short comment, I understand. Last time when I started speaking, someone sent me a note. Kiss. Keep it short, stupid. That is the note that I'm getting. So I remember the kiss, ma'am. I'll keep it short, okay? And sir, Dr. Murali, I see an economist in you. You should have become an economist rather than a medical practitioner. What a brilliant speech you gave. And I completely agree with you. As an economist, as a student of economics, I could immediately understand what you're talking about. Your observations would be definitely included in our recommendations, the report of the recommendations. Thank you. And Dr. Manju, you are a great source of inspiration. As I told you, what a woman can do, the power of a woman, an empowered woman, she proved. Without her, I don't think we would have succeeded in our attempt to actually be successful in our endeavor. Thank you, Dr. Manjula. Uh, Now I'm coming to my own colleagues, ISS. Dr. George Matthew, yes, he has been great source of inspiration right from the beginning, right from the day one I met him in Delhi, so some years back. So when I proposed to this, he completely endorsed. He did all that he could from Delhi itself for this, this particular event to succeed. I would like to take a few names of our organizing committee: Dr. Rajan, and Mr. Xavier Kanike and Dr. Poyamari, then Dr. Ramesh, and of course Mr. Nitish Kaushik. This is my organizing committee. And they have been great support and great support right from the day we started working on this project. And I immensely thank you all. Without you, I don't think I would succeed in our attempt to collectively do anything meaningful in future. Thank you. Then we have a couple of volunteers and interns. The first batch of interns are here. Our first batch of interns. They're doing internship with us. You students also can do internship with us, I'm saying, because what you do, you learn many things theoretically. When you work with us, when you work with me, you will know the practical side of what you've learned. Okay? Our interns, I have no words to again thank you, my students, and you have been great support to me when I put them through all kinds of tests and challenges. They withstood, they kept their smile on their faces, tolerated me, and thank you. And of course, the students volunteers. Students volunteers, all of them. The student volunteers are very few, but then very effective volunteers. So thank you, my volunteer friends, and thank you so much. Then media. Media, nobody is here, but I thank all the media, both print and what do you call? So Hindu, Express, Times of India, Dinamani, Dinagaran, all of them came, and some news channels all came, and then they covered it. Probably tomorrow you'll get the news. So I thank them immensely, and I thank our technical staff of this institution and those guys who provided us with the audio, video, everything. Then I have to say one last word. I'll have only 3 points. The first point is about the finances. Many have been thinking, many probably are under the impression that we've got a lot of money from different sources, different agencies, the government and all that. No, we have not approached anyone for money except some banks. And IDBI came forward to support us partially. When I told you that guy was so conscious, he said, we will support you. We tried approaching some people, but then things didn't happen. So we organized this seminar with all the limited resources available, with all the limited human resources available. And I think there's something beyond my control that actually facilitated or pushed me to actually work with my team collectively, despite all the struggles and hurdles we faced to make this event a grand success. So I thank every partner in the whole collective process. I would, as I already apologized, please forgive me if I have not taken anyone's name. My profound apologies, and I treat this moment as a great beginning. At the beginning, I would request Dr. Murali to facilitate, our interns and student volunteers with a memento. I request Shalimar to come out to the dais. Where are the, can someone take the, Nitya, Ramesh, Dr. Ramesh, can you just get them? Now let's all help them. Let the faculty of the center facilitate them. Don't give them job now. Bring everything. Bring everything. And Miss.
Russia, put your hands up in the air.
Least but not the last. Sorry, I told you I lost the mind-body coordination. As a doctor, as a physician, you can understand the stress that forced me to disconnect my thinking and speaking. Apologies. Uh, Compiers. And come. I see. I'm lost. Everyone knows your name. Vidya Sri and Abhiroth. Stay there. Both of you stay there. Yeah. 1 second. Just hold on. 2 more sentences. Very of power, humanity, man and woman. Number 1. Number 2. The students of literature. And they spoke so much of economics yesterday. And without their support, I don't think this would have been an effective.